Kevin O'Connell and Sean Payton, coaches of the Vikings and Broncos, respectively, both in position to try to make a move up. I don't think – somebody asked me this yesterday. I don't really think the Broncos are going to do it. They're still in the immediate aftermath of everything they gave up to get Russell Wilson. Maybe Sean Payton thinks this gets him a third year. This guarantees it. If he's got a guy he's going to groom and develop, and we've talked about that dynamic before. We talked about it earlier in the show, that it can buy you some job security. But man, that's a heck of a move. That's a risky move. But it would explain taking the $53 million cap charge this year, taking $18 million more than you need to, because if your starting quarterback is on a rookie contract, you don't need to have that money around.
Yeah, I think, there's the aspect you brought up. I think there's the aspect of Sean Payton looking at it going, wait, I want to get my guy in here and start grooming for the big picture future here. I'm not worried about next year or whatever. I want to get into a New Orleans Saints type run with a quarterback that's like Drew Brees, and we could start tearing up the NFL and be a consistent, big time player in the Super Bowl conversation. That's where I think Sean Payton, they're in a tough spot. Yet their team, has some holes, needs some help, certainly, right? So how much are you willing to leverage, or what's that team going to ask for, right? And then there's the other side, Mike, that, to your point of like, will he do it? I mean, Sean Payton is so good that I think he can make a guy like Jarrett Stidham look a little bit better than we expect him to look, and they can win football games, right? So that's where I guess he's got to balance the price, right? I want a quarterback. What do I got to pay to get it? How much is it going to ruin my team? But yet it's going to start my future here, as compared to, wait, I got a guy. We can be kind of good. We might get into the playoffs maybe, or all that, but I don't know if I believe that this guy is the future, that we're going to be in the running for 10 years straight. And that's where they're going to have to balance. They're in a tough spot. They really are. But, yeah, I would expect them to do their due diligence about trading up. I would definitely think that.
Who do you think Sean Payton would want? Well, assuming that Caleb Williams is out of the question,
right.
Bears are taking him.
Yeah.
Who do you think he would want of the guys left over?
I'm going to assume Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are out of the picture, right? I'm going to assume that, because to me it's fairly obvious that those are the top two guys. Now, then it goes into, I think, McCarthy or Bo Nix. When I watch Bo Nix, I literally wrote in my notes, and I think I said this to you on the day we did the quarterback rankings, Sean Payton's going to love Bo Nix, right? He's got a lot of the qualities that will fit that Sean Payton offense, but so does J.J. McCarthy as well, right? So they both would fit there, and I would think, again, those guys have, also the football acumen and love the game to where they're going to be able to digest and handle the things we just talked about a few minutes ago. Sean Payton, I got 90 million plays, 90 million checks. I want you to do this when they do that and do this when they do that, right? And these are the type of guys that are going to be able to handle that, and I think those are two guys that he certainly would like.
Well, and the question becomes, as he alluded to, what does it cost to get up into that spot? Are you willing to make that move? Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.